Today's game is brought to you in HD by EA Sports and Madden NFL 11. Sloppy weather here today in Landover, Maryland, where we welcome you to a rain-soaked FedEx Field. Great to have you here for an exhibition matchup between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. In a division matchup like this, who are the key players to watch?
This division just feels so different now with Donovan McNabb taking over as the quarterback of the Washington Redskins and trying to get that great franchise back to where it was. On the other side, you have Eli Manning just a few short years ago taking the Giants to the Super Bowl, a remarkable drive at the end to knock off the undefeated New England Patriots. And yet they're in a bit of a rebuilding mode now, trying to get back to that explosive play offense that they had during the course of that season. Two teams, two quarterbacks with a lot to prove in this one.
Okay, we're ready to play. He makes it out to about the 27-yard line. The give to the tailback. They get 3 yards on the play. And that'll bring up second down. They're looking at a 2nd and 7. So the ball on their own 30. Another run.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to admit defeat on a play as a running back and just try and get that thing back to the line of scrimmage.
And that brings up third down and 8 yards to go. Dumps it out left. Phillip Buchanan was there for the stop.
The Redskins did a good job forcing a 3 and out. Anytime a defense can come up with 3 solid plays in a row like that, you know they are right on schedule.
Fourth down. The Giants are lining up to punt it away. He makes it out to the 34-yard line. They'll start at the 34-yard line. Between the tackles. He's off!
Well, they brought the blitz that time. The offensive line did a pretty good job recognizing it. They got the blocks, but the back was still able to get out of there for a nice gain.
He gets to about the 45-yard line. Moves to his right. 8-yard gain. on that play. That'll bring up second down. And 2 yards away here on second down. He's wrestled down at the 45.
I'm really impressed by this guy. He's shown the ability and the patience to run inside. He can run outside, and he keeps moving those chains.
Flips it out short. Santana Moss was the intended receiver. That'll make it second down with 10 to go. He's going to throw it. The stop was made by Antrell Roll.
If you're going to play man-to-man coverage against this team, you're going to have to take away that slant route. That time they hit it for a big play.
He lets it go, but pays a price with a monster hit. They lose a yard with that pass.
He did a great job of keeping containment there. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that one.
Get in this game, man, and let's go.
It's fourth down. The Redskins are lining up to punt it away. He angles it out of bounds to the 17-yard line. The Giants will begin this drive at the 17. Jacobs gets it on the inside. Gains his way to the 30-yard line. Hall was there to bring him down. Again, he'll get the call.
And you love to see those linebackers playing downhill like that. Not just flowing sideline to sideline, but attacking and trying to get in the backfield.
They've got a 2nd and 12 here. Dumps it out right. He's tackled at the 44-yard line.
When you're trying to blitz the quarterback, you better have some talented corners on the outside, because as a wideout, just give me 3 or 4 seconds against the blitz, and it is awfully tough to try and cover that.
Ten-yard pickup on the play. That brings up second down. Second down and very short yardage here. It's the tailback. And the tackle was made by Haynesworth.
Yeah, he really didn't have an opportunity to break that one, but at least he was able to get enough for the first down and move the chains.
I told you.
They line up at the 45. He's searching for a receiver. He's dragged down on the play. It's now 2nd and long following the sack. Here's a halfback.
And it looked like this defensive line just beat him off the snap. Sometimes those guys can time out the quarterback's cadence. And if the quarterback doesn't start changing that snap count, his offensive line is going to really struggle.
There's the deep throw. Manningham was the intended receiver on the play. So, it's 4th down. The Giants ready to punt this one away. The ball goes into the end zone. Touchback. He'll take over at the 20. Here's the throw. He's off target on the pass. Incomplete. Santana Moss was his intended target. They'll face 2nd down and 10. Looking for a man.
Good pressure that time, and they forced a bad throw. Not much he could have done with the pocket collapsing like that.
Short throw to the right. He's brought down at the 26-yard line.
Come on, guys. Calm down, y'all.
It's 4th down. The Redskins are lining up to punt this one away. Hickson will start running at the 39. They really did a good job keeping him contained on that one. On top of that, the rainy weather is definitely not helping. Here's the pass. Hall with the interception.
And you could really see him baiting the quarterback on that one. He wanted him to believe the receiver was open, but he had it all the way.
We're scoreless after 1 here at FedEx Field. First down. 10 to go. Ball on the 47-yard line. Passes it short. Second down for the offense after that incomplete pass. They'll face second down and 10. Ball is on the 47. Inside give. Just about 3 yards there. And now it's third down. They line up at the 50. He needs to get rid of it.
It's one of the toughest things about getting blitzed is that everyone has to execute their block perfectly. It's one-on-one blocking. One guy misses a block, and your quarterback's sacked.
Fourth down. The Redskins are lining up to punt this one away. Flag on the play, first of the game. Could be a block in the back. Let's find out the call.
By the receiving team. Repeat, fourth down.
First down and 10. Good coverage downfield. And he drops the short pick. That incompletion will bring up second down.
Unbelievable.
So they'll face a second and 10. Looks to throw it. He's dropped down at the 34.
And that's good quarterback play. He recognized the blitz. He understood what was happening with the coverage behind it and found the open man.
First down, 10 to go. Here's a handoff left side. Jacobs gains about a yard on the play. Second down and 9. Rolling out to his right. Buying time with his feet. He throws downfield.
Well, when you have a talented running back like this, you always have to account for him. That time, a nice play-action pass, open it up down the field.
It's first and 10. Handoff to the right. 4-yard gain, second down. Bradshaw gets the carry right side. Still looking for an open man. Can't complete that pass. LaRon Landry with the coverage on the play. Fourth down. The Giants ready to punt this one away. It bounces out of bounds at the 31. The offense takes the field, and we'll see if they can put something together after their last drive ended with a 3 and out. Runs for about 8 yards, and that'll bring up second down. And it's 2nd and 2. Ball on the 38. Tosses it out. He's wrestled down at the 39-yard line. Third down now. They'll need a couple of yards to convert for a first down. Looks for the safe short throw.
The Redskins haven't been getting the ball downfield much, at least not in big chunks. In order to keep the defense off balance, they're going to need a few more plays just like that one.
Playmaker, step up right now.
Looks left. Here's a short pass. He's brought down at the 33-yard line. They line the ball up at the 33. Gives it right side. He's tackled at the 27. 6-yard pickup. That brings up second down. So second down, the offense needs about 4 for the first. Pass is short right side. They'll take him down, but not before he gives the Redskins a first and goal.
Man, let's focus, all right?
Sweep left. He's dropped down right around the 2-yard line by Philip Dillard. Only a couple yards from the score. Has a man short to his left. Comes down with it. Touchdown! The Redskins score the game's first touchdown.
The passing game is really completely different once you get inside that 10-yard line. You don't have time to sit and hold the ball. That time you got it out quickly and got it in there for the touchdown.
And he adds the point after. Washington is up a score. And here is the drive summary brought to you by Verizon. Washington will send this one deep. Hickson is back to receive the kick. Hickson fields it at the 11. He makes it to the 23-yard line. The Giants will start this drive at the 23. Jacobs takes it left.
The defense filled up all the gaps. The back was looking for somewhere to run, but by bringing the run blitz, they took away all the holes and stopped them for a minimal gain.
Manningham was the intended receiver. It's third down, 9 yards to go. He rolls out to the right. And he can't hang on in heavy traffic. Chris, that was a pretty nice defensive stand.
Not a very creative sequence of play calling that time. They just never seemed to get anything going on that drive.
So, it's fourth down. The Giants ready to punt this one away. He makes it out to the 41. The Redskins will set up shop at the 41-yard line. Goes through his progression. He's wrestled down at the 44-yard line.
You know, Donovan McNabb is really becoming much more of the classic drop-back passer. Early in his career, he was a tremendous runner, wanted to get out. But now more and more, you're seeing him reading the defenses, making the clever little throws, and is so difficult to defend for a defense because he can still come busting out of there on the run.
And now the offense will be faced with a third down situation. They line up at the 44. He's going to pass. And it'll be fourth down following the pass deflection.
And those are the kind of big third down plays you have to have on defense to get the ball back and give your team a chance on offense.
The Giants have everyone on the line. Looks like they are coming after this one. It bounces out of bounds to the 16-yard line. The Giants will begin this drive at the 19. Gets the pass off. He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And I always find it surprising that tight ends typically don't get drafted very high, but when you think about the skill set, they have to be able to block like a tackle and catch like a wide receiver.
He's going deep. He bats the ball away. Second down for the offense after that incomplete pass. Second down and 7 yards to go. Opts for a short throw. He's tackled at the 42. Boss is able to make his 4th reception. Third down, 6 yards to the first. Surveys the field. He's dropped down at the 46-yard line. Bradshaw picks up about maybe 4 yards with the catch. It's 4th down. The Giants are lining up to punt it away. It bounces out of bounds at the 30. And we've come to halftime here. The score, 7-0. Washington will get it first here in the second half. He'll return it from the 6. They catch him at the 31. The offense will start at the 31. Give to the tailback. He's brought down at the 32-yard line. They'll go from their own 32-yard line. Has a man to his right. Little flip. Clinton Portis was the intended receiver on the play.
You bring a little pressure, and it impacts quarterbacks, and we saw it there.
They're looking at 3rd and 9. They spot it at their own 32. looking for a man. He's wrestled down at the 47-yard line.
Receivers who can make plays like that on third down tend to have nice, long careers.
From their own 47-yard line. Here's the give. He fights forward to around midfield. They line up at the 50. On the ground, up the middle.
And that's why you send all those guys to plug up the holes, and that time there were no holes, really, and he was lucky to get anything on the play.
Looks left. Here's a short pass.
This team is just so good at executing those short, quick passes and picking up first downs and keeping drives alive.
There you go. There you go.
They keep it on the ground with the tailback. It's a gain of 4. Second down. Johnson on the right side. He may not have gotten there. They'll measure. The ref signals that they're just a little short. Short yardage situation here. They'll need a little less than a yard to convert. Too close to call. Here comes the chain gang.
Come on, y'all, let's go.
It was enough to move the chains.
Yeah, it's almost like he knew exactly where that first down marker was and just got enough for the first down.
On the ground, up the middle.
And that was a run blitz on that play. They brought the middle linebacker effectively filling all the gaps, and there was simply nowhere for the running back to go.
Joseph gets a sack on the play.
Effective blitzing can really destroy an offensive game plan because you're so used to having time to develop plays down the field. Now you come with a good blitz, and the quarterback just doesn't have time to get it off.
Short throw to the left. It's a pick. Room to run along the sideline. Gone. Get this man a new contract.
They are not ready for us.
Extra point is good. And he gets the ball at the 5. He gets this one to the 26-yard line. Searching for an open man.
That was a very good effort by the Giants.
Second down now with a long 15 to go. Has a man short to his left. And he's tackled at the 31.
Yeah, really not much a defense can do when you get a guy that can throw the football like that. You know, you get yourselves in position defensively. You think you're in the right spot. You're going to make a play. And a guy makes a throw like that and you go, hey, that's a good throw. They brought the blitz that time, didn't get there, but did throw off the timing of the play to get the incompletion.
The Redskins are lining up to punt this one away. And we have a flag on the play. And I have a feeling this one is coming back. They line up at the 21. Hammered in the backfield.
Well, those defenders get paid too, and every once in a while they win the battle. Clearly that time they were all over this offensive line.
They're going to pitch it. Drop behind the line.
The Giants continue to get beat off the ball. Their linemen look tired. They're physically outmatched, and it's beginning to take a toll on these runners. I'm not sure how many more times they want to carry the ball.
That brings up 3rd and 13. Ball on the 18-yard line. He's searching for a receiver. Tip pass, and it's incomplete. The defender gets a hand on it, and that will bring up 4th down.
Well, at the end of the game, you go back and you basically say what happened on 3rd down, and you have a pretty good indication of how that game came out. Good play by the defense.
The Giants are lining up to punt it away. He angles it out of bounds at the 43. The offense takes the field, hoping to put something together after their last drive ended in a 3-and-out. Comes down with it.
The Redskins are having a tough time getting the ball down the field in the passing game against this defense. They're facing some good coverage, and they just haven't been able to break it open.
Takes a lick as he lets it go.
Every once in a while, you just have to have a little luck, and they're lucky to get that one back.
Third down. They'll need 14 to convert. Ball is on the 47. Good coverage downfield. We're going to have a pileup on this one. New York falls on it, and they have the turnover.
Definitely a battle going after that fumble, but this is a guy who makes his living knocking people around in the secondary, so no surprise he made that play.
Bradshaw was his intended target. From their own 49-yard line. Finds a way to get rid of it as he's hit.
I love that play. That's what they call giving up your body to make a play for your football team there. Great catch, great concentration, and the hardest part, hanging on after that catch.
Short pass to his left. He's tackled at the 36-yard line. Great game so far. After 3 quarters, it's all tied up. First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 36. They'll work the left side. Jacobs runs for a 4-yard pickup. Second and 6 yards to go. Ball on the 32-yard line. He lets it go. He's dropped down at the 16.
Patience for a wide receiver is just so key. He's able to manipulate that defense, set them up one play, come back with the exact same look, and break off of it the next. Beautifully run.
Jacobs takes it right side. London Fletcher with the takedown again. That's his 5th tackle of the game. Offense will line up this one at the 12. Hands it to the back. Touchdown, New York.
That's a money play right there. That's exactly why these running backs make the kind of money that they do, because they have the ability to break a big one just like that.
And the point after is good. Better than 12 minutes to go in the game. And our score is the Giants 14, the Redskins 7. And here is the drive summary brought to you by Verizon, the official wireless service sponsor of the National Football League. He gets to about the 27 and goes down. Gets it away. He's brought down at the 45. Devin Thomas makes his third catch of the game. Breaks through up the gut. He's tackled at the 49-yard line. I am a little surprised with that call.
No, at this point in the game, when you know that not only is the defense working against you, but so is the clock, a run call here probably is not a very good idea.
Malcolm Kelly was the intended receiver. So it's third down. The offense will need about 4 yards to pick up the first. He may not have gotten there. They'll measure. He did not make it. It's going to be fourth down. Looks like they'll opt to go for it here. It's a pass. And he's tackled at the 29-yard line.
And if you want to know why this quarterback walks around with a little strut, that's exactly why right there. He can make plays like that.
They might have mistimed the snap on that.
You know, it's just 5 yards, but a penalty like that can really throw your offense off rhythm. You definitely have to now change the play call at this point.
And they can't complete the first down pass attempt. Second down coming up. Throws the deep pass. He can't come up with it. Incomplete pass.
Donovan McNabb was simply trying too hard that time. He got a little excited and let that ball get away from him. That's something that you'll see from inaccurate passers from time to time.
Here comes the heat. The Giants are continuing to impress me in the pass rush department. It's fourth down. The Redskins ready to punt this one away. It bounces out of bounds at the 11. With only a one-possession lead, this one is definitely not yet in the books.
At this point in the game, you just go execute your game plan. Don't get too conservative. Forget that the scoreboard says you're winning. Just go play offense.
They can't complete the pass, and now the offense will be looking at second down. They go with the toss. He's dropped down at the 14. Jacobs picks up about 4 yards on the carry. Now they'll face a 3rd and 6 situation. Here's the long bomb. His pass will fall incomplete. And the pass was knocked away at the last minute.
Just terrific play by the defense. They followed the quarterback's eyes, made a quick jump on the ball, and were all over that one.
So, it's fourth down. The Giants lining up to punt. He'll bring it back to the 44-yard line. Pass is short right side. He's wrestled down at the 25. Cooley with his 3rd reception. First down and 10 at the 25. Looks left. Here's a short pass.
Donovan McNabb is not the most accurate passer in the league. He lets balls get away from him sometimes, and occasionally they're fairly easy completions.
Looked like someone might have jumped.
Well, no excuse there. The offensive line obviously knows the snap count, but I suppose it's easy to lose concentration with one of those big defensive linemen in your face.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 11. He rolls out to his right. Devin Thomas was the intended receiver on the play.
Anytime you give up that quick pressure like that, very seldom are those passes completed.
And they line up at the 10. Scrambles for positive yards. Is this a first down? Well, here comes the measurement. Here they go, 1st and goal, down by a touchdown. Surveys the field. He plays it safe and throws it away. Gives it off.
Well, Tom, the offensive line just didn't get any push there. They've got to do a better job knocking those guys off the line of scrimmage.
A big 3rd and goal situation here with the offense looking to get this game tied. To the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
Donovan McNabb got the job done there, and we've seen him do it so many times over the years. That's the thing with him. He comes through time after time.
The extra point to tie this game up. Extra point is good. Just under 3 minutes to go in the game, and we've got a good one. The score is knotted at 14. Now it's time to take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. Washington will kick it deep. Bradshaw is deep, looking to return the kickoff. And he gathers it at the 6-yard line. He returns to the 26. The Giants will start this drive at the 26-yard line. Lets it go deep.
Boy, no question, that's one he would like to have back. That's really the strength of his game, those deep throws.
And they line the ball up at the 26. He gets off the throw. Landry bats the ball down. Manningham was his intended target. Dumps it out right. He's dropped for a loss.
The Redskins did an excellent job tackling and keeping things in front of them on that series to force the 3-and-out.
So, it's 4th down. The Giants line up to punt. Sure to make an impact on the field are this game's top performers, presented by Gatorade. Santana Moss back deep to return. It looks like there's a penalty. And I have a feeling this one is coming back.
Repeat, 4th down.
The pass is away. And he's tackled at the 44-yard line. That catch will keep the drive alive here in the 4th quarter.
And now this defense is really under pressure. A fresh set of downs, in control of the clock. The offense is in a perfect position here.
Has a man to his right. Little flip.
And if he can get just a little bit more time, there are guys running open down the field. The pressure is getting close, but it's not there. He should take a fraction longer to make that throw.
Dumps it out left. He's tackled at the 35. He's there for the catch once again. That's number 2 on this offensive possession.
Yeah, you hear all the time about quarterbacks getting into a rhythm, but sometimes a quarterback and a receiver can get into a rhythm where the quarterback begins to look to one guy a little bit more because he feels more comfortable, and I think that's beginning to happen now.
He needs to get rid of it.
That was impressively done by the Redskins.
New York takes the timeout. And now they've only got one remaining. Now in a 2nd and long following the sack. Inside give. He makes his way to about the 22. He rolls out to the right. Right through his hands. He almost had the pick. And the pass will fall incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I don't know if that's the guy I want to pick on 3rd down when you have to have a conversion. He is tough.
Fourth down. The Giants lining up to punt. He makes it to the 42. The defense could do no wrong the last time this team had the ball. Passes it downfield. He's brought down at the 43-yard line. Short throw to the right.
Yeah, they brought the blitz, and the offensive line just unable to pick it up that time to force the incompletion.
He passes it. Misses the receiver, and it's incomplete.
Donovan McNabb has a reputation as a bit of a wild thrower. And sometimes, I don't know, maybe it looks like he's almost aiming the ball. If he just relaxes and just goes back to the fundamentals of his mechanics, I think he'd be fine.
Gets rid of it as he's hit. He's wrestled down at the 19.
Yeah, he scored a few style points with that one, but more importantly, they pick up the first down.
Gives it to the back. And he's tackled at the 15. The Redskins call a timeout. And they call their final timeout of the half. So it's going to come down to the kicking game. This is to give them the lead. And here we go. The kicker has a chance to be a hero. Off the upright. He missed it. Not a lot of points in this one, but it's been close. At the end of regulation, we're all tied up and headed for overtime. He'll start at the 8-yard line. He makes it out to about the 27-yard line. On the ground, up the middle. 5 yards. And that'll bring up second down. It's now 2nd and 5. Ball on the 32-yard line. They hand it off. He's dropped down at the 42.
Clinton Portis does as good a job as anybody out there. If it's a small hole, he finds a way to get through it. If it's a big hole, you see an explosion.
They spot the rock on the 42-yard line. They go with the run. He's brought down at the 50. It's a gain of 8. That brings up second down. They're looking to second and about 2. Pass is short right side. Defense pushes him out of bounds at the 42.
It really is so much the key to football. You talk all the time about you have to establish the run. Well, there you see why. You establish the run, and then you come with the play-action pass. Just so hard to defend.
Dumps it out right. He's tackled at the 27-yard line.
The Redskins are putting together a good-looking drive here. That's their third first down.
They line up at the 27. He gets off the throw. Donovan McNabb is really carving up this defense with yet another completion. He's now up over the 300-yard passing mark. Johnson takes it up the middle. And he makes it out to about the 11-yard line. Here's a look at today's Red Zone numbers, made possible by Old Spice Body Wash. Wham, bam! Thank you for smelling great, man. Dumps it short. Larry Johnson was the intended receiver. So they are now on the 11. Fires it in the end zone. This one should be makeable. This will be a 28-yard attempt. The kick is off target. They had a chance to win it there, but he couldn't get it to go.
Oh, man, you just have to make those in overtime. When you get an opportunity with one play, with one swing of the leg to put a W in your column and you miss it, you just have to feel sick.
And here is the drive summary brought to you by Verizon. They'll need about 3 yards here on second down. Gains his way to the 36-yard line.
Way to go, Rook.
Flips it out short to his left. And he's tackled at the 48-yard line. They line up at the 48. Goes through his progression. Brings it in for a completion.
Good job all the way around by the defense that time. Not only did they have the deep routes completely covered there, but they also had the check down well within their grasp.
Handoff up the middle. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. They line it up at the 41. Hit as he throws. He's wrestled down at the 25. Everything seemed to work perfectly on that one.
And that's a pattern that this team likes to run. You know they've been studying that all week on film, and yet they still can't stop it.
Now we have a first down and 10 to go. Rolling out to his right. Intercepted. He rolls out to his right. And he just throws this one out of bounds. On the delay. He's dropped down at the 18. 5-yard pickup. That brings up third down. Third down and 5 to go. Ball on the 18. Avoids a sack by getting it off as he's hit.
And they really forced him to throw that one before he had a chance to read the coverage. You know, typically when they blitz, you end up in one-on-one coverage, but you have to have time to throw the ball.
The Redskins line up to punt. Hickson is the deep man awaiting the return. Hickson takes it at the 43. He got everything he could, but there really wasn't much room. I'm sure the rainy conditions don't help the situation. Surveys the field. Hakeem Nicks was the intended receiver on the play. Feeds it to the back. Surges ahead to about the 48-yard line. They need 9 on this third down if they want to convert. Ball on their own 48. They line up at the 48. Searching for an open man. Hammered as he lets it go.
When you get that kind of pressure, a lot of times the play will result in something worse than just an incompletion.
Fourth down. The Giants ready to punt this one away. Goes into the end zone for a touchback. They had to punt it away on their previous drive. Inside handoff. And he's tackled at the 21-yard line. He's going to throw it. Deflected and broken up. Cooley was his intended target.
Come on, boy. Keep fighting.
Still looking for an open man. Devin Thomas was the intended receiver. So, it's fourth down. The Redskins line up to punt. There's a flag on the play. Looked like someone got caught holding. Here's the official call. Johnson is flagged for a hold on the play. Here's the give. He gets out to about the 38-yard line. Short throw to the left.
And this is when it's tough to play offense. When it's third down and medium to long situation, generally you're going to face a blitz situation, and your quarterback is now going to be under pressure and probably take a hit.
Fourth down. The Giants are lining up to punt this one away. He'll take off from his 18. He makes it back to about the 31-yard line. Tons of pressure. He's hit as he throws.
Pass rush almost got there that time, and he has to feel a little lucky that that ball just fell harmlessly to the turf.
So they'll face a 2nd and 10. Ball on the 31. Looking for a man. He drops the easy pick. Malcolm Kelly was the intended receiver on the play. Here they have a 3rd down and 10 to go. Looks left. Here's a short pass. Clinton Portis was his intended target. It's fourth down. The Redskins lining up to punt. On the return, he fumbles it. New York has the football. First down, 10 to go. And the ball on the 29-yard line. Short pass to his left. He's wrestled down at the 43-yard line. And we'll have a first down and 10. The halfback with the carry. He's brought down at the 44-yard line. Oh, he's off. He's dropped down at the 43-yard line. Pass is short right side. He's wrestled down at the 30.
And I can tell you this, there's nothing that defensive backs hate more than to have one of those big tight ends in the open field running right towards them.
Someone jumped early down there.
Well, that's more than a little humiliating for an offensive lineman. Unfortunately, there's nowhere to hide after one of those. And, yeah, they know national television is going to be talking about them as well.
That'll do it from FedEx Field. Game stats and highlights coming up. Here's today's Swagger Player of the Game, presented by Old Spice Deodorant. Smell like a man. Man. One player rose above the rest today. Here's the Doritos Crunch Time Play of the Game.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports and Madden NFL 11.